So today we're going to take a look at the Audioscape V1290 500 series microphone preamps. Okay, first thing, what you're hearing right now is my voice going into this Soyuz 17 FET microphone into the Audioscape V1290 500 series mic pre. I personally cannot stand the sound of my voice, but I gotta say, going through this chain, it makes nearly everything sound fantastic. It is this Soyuz mic, very nice. It's the FET version of the 17, and then it's going into the Audioscape V1290. Let's talk about that. According to Audioscape, it is the quintessential N series preamp in all of its glory, packaged in a convenient 500 series format. So functionally, this is a very simple piece. You have your input gain, which is a Gray Hill gain switch offering 11 mic gain positions from 25 dB up to 75 dB. Underneath that, you have your output trim, which is fully variable so that you can push that pre and then pull down the trim, or vice versa. You can treat this preamp however you want to treat it. Underneath the line trim, you have 4 buttons. You have an impedance switch, which is for lower level ribbon or dynamic microphones. And then you have a phase button, a 48 volt phantom power button, and a line switch. That's all there is. It is so simple to use. Dummies like me can find their way around it. And that's really what I love, is to just go into something and come out of it and it just sounds beautiful. I have 2 of these V1290s and I have been using them for the past few months. Now, what I've been using them on is basically my everything chain. The way my studio is set up is I have a bunch of outboard preamps because I love using outboard preamps. I think outboard preamps set, your setup apart from others because you get to decide the color and the quality and the tastes of how you capture things. Whatever help you can get on the front end of recording makes a drastic difference once you get into the mix. I went through Audioscape's website. They have a ton of really cool gear. I wanted to try these pre's first because for me, everything starts at the preamp. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put together a couple examples of some things I've tracked using these mic pre's. Yeah, let me know what you think down in the comments. Let me know, are you guys using 500 series stuff? What are some of your favorite mic pre's? Have you ever used anything from Audioscape before? And if you have, what do you like about it? I'm actually planning on enhancing this chain from what it is and adding in, hopefully, their Pultec EQ into this chain. So I have the V1290, the Pultec, and then this Soyuz mic, and it's gonna be absolutely ridiculous. All right, so let's listen to some examples. Our input gain is set to 45 dB. So we're gonna start acoustic take with the gain staging like that, and then we're going to drive the input gain. Okay, so I have brought the input gain up 10 dB, and I'm going to play the same thing as similarly as I can. And now we're gonna do the same thing again, but we're gonna kick it up another 10 dB. So that's the acoustic guitar at 3 different ways of using this mic pre on the input level. Backing it off on the first take, kicking it up 10 dB, and then really driving it at 65 dB on the input stage on the last one. Now let's add some electric guitar and do the same thing. So we are starting electric guitar using the SM57, and our input gain is at 55. Output level is all the way up. This is the mic pre-pegged, so at 75 dB on the input. Lastly, I'm going to put some bass on it just so that we're getting a broader scope of the frequency spectrum. Let me know what you guys think down below. What are you using? Are you into outboard pre's? Do you not use them? Do you think maybe you don't need them? I'd just love to hear your take on that. About Audioscape, they have a unique business model where they essentially, I think they have like 6 or 7, maybe I'm wrong, maybe 8 people on the whole company, and they're down in Florida, and they basically make a batch of equipment every week all together and then post to their Instagram what they've made and what's available, and they sell out essentially right on the spot. So it's a very, very small company, and I'm really, really impressed with these mic pre's. I cannot wait to try out some more gear from them. So give them a follow on their Instagram. They also were affected by the hurricane, so you can see on their Instagram how you can help support them. This is not a sponsored video by Audioscape. They did not pay me to say any of this or anything like that. They did send me these pre's so that I could check them out, and I've been thoroughly impressed, and I'm very happy. So I want to help support them however I can, hoping to add some new stuff here to the studio. So yeah, go check them out. Let me know what you think down in the comments, and we'll see you in the next one.